Hello, I welcome you into this broadcast. It's Get Inspired with Ugu Samuel the artist. I am your humble host, Ugu Samuel Onwachukwu, the CEO of Ugu Samuel Art. I make drawings and paintings and supply to my customers within Nigeria and outside. I'm a book writer, the author of the book Go for Your Wealth. I'm also a lecturer in the Department of Fine and Applied Art. Get Inspired with Ugu Samuel the artist. It is a broadcast designed to help you get the best out of the gift of life that God has given to you. And in this broadcast, you are going to learn essential tips that is going to help you maximize the life that God has given to you. The idea is making the rest of your life the best of your life. I am here to share with you a powerful topic which I titled Ways to Turn Your Potential into Success. The world is currently undergoing the pandemic, coronavirus. Most people are home, no job to do from their respective homes because of the nature of their jobs. However, maximizing opportunity is the best way to create a long-lasting wealth and legacy for yourself, for your family, for your society. You can transform the hardship now into profit. How can you do this? There is one man called Colonel Hardland Sanders. This man made success out of adversity. The world experienced Great Depression in the year 1955 in the United States. Colonel Hardland Sanders, who was a commissioned officer in the army, left army, having done some works in the army. He left it and decided to work on his dream. He had the gift of making good dishes. So this man did not give up on himself. He decided to start a roadside restaurant in Carbon, under Kentucky, United States of America. He decided to start cooking. This man, I'm telling you, was born in the year 1870s. In the year 1955, he opened the restaurant. Calculatively, he was 65 years when he opened a roadside restaurant, because he wants to make a living for himself. Now, making a living is beyond paying bills. It's beyond helping your family get over debt, paying the children's school fees, living fine. It's beyond that. Making a living out of your potential have a way of making you come alive. It has a way of making you become happy despite your financial level, despite the state you are in life. So he opened the roadside restaurant in Carbon, Kentucky. And later on, Kentucky decided to franchise it. That was when we have the first KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. The franchise was given for the very first time in 1955. And so many other countries started giving and taking franchise from Kentucky Fried Chicken. Now, even here in Nigeria, we have KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. In Kenya, we have KFC. All over the world, we have Kentucky Fried Chicken. You listening to me, you might not be gifted in cooking. You might not be, your gift might not be how to make recipe, how to make cake and the rest of them. Your gifting could be using the potential, your life experience to carve a niche for yourself. That's the paramount. The first thing you need to understand here is point number one: take ownership of your life. Do not be a victim of circumstance. Do not say to yourself that your world is the worst that anyone have lived. Take it upon yourself that whenever you fall, even when you fall 7 times, get up 8 times. Whenever anything happens, whenever any adversity happens, understand that there is a gift, inherent gift in every adversity. It is time for you to take ownership of yourself. Take responsibility. Responsibility means responding to your ability. Deep down inside you, you have an ability to respond to. Until you respond to your ability, nothing becomes a possibility to you. That's how life is designed. Complete ownership. Take it that it have come to build you, not to destroy you. It have come to make you and not to mar you. Until you change the way you look at things, the thing you look at will not get changed. It all lies in your hand. Make it as a point of duty. Take ownership. Walking gives and brings out the liveliness you have within you. So decide, no matter your age limit, no matter the age you are in now and you are experiencing this pandemic, know that you are not too old to have fresh dreams. You are not too old to have fresh vision. And you are not also too young to start up your dream alive. The second point I want to leave you with is know yourself. Knowing yourself is the first step in life to become successful. Until you know yourself, that's when you know how best to maximize your potential. There are some people who are very intelligent when it comes to paperwork, comes to writing, comes to reading, comes to making artwork without necessarily employing the physical labor. However, it's important you know what you want for yourself. It's important you know how best you can operate. There are some people that can hardly sit in a particular place per time to write, but they are gifted when it comes to physical strength jobs. Know yourself. Knowing yourself is the first step. It's just the first step in creating a world for yourself. Myself personally, I have discovered that anything physical labor with strength and zeal, it's not really for me. What I love the most is intellectual asset. That's why I make drawings and paintings, and I also make writings. I'm a book author. Go for your wealth. And I'm not saying this to sound so good. I'm saying this because I know deep down inside of you, you have a potential you need to be aware of. It is generally said that a problem shared is half solved. Before a problem can be shared, first of all, it must be identified. So, self-identification when it comes to inherent potential is the key to creating and making your potential into success. Remember, the topic I'm addressing today is ways to turn your potential into success. Potential could be talent. Potential could be your life experience. So deep down inside of you, it could be you know how to speak. It could be you are gifted in making drawings and paintings. You are not too old to start up and fine-tune that gift and talent. You are not too old. You are not too young to do that. If you do so, you'll be glad you did. I'm telling you, I could beat my chest and assure you, yes, you'll be glad you did. Point number 3, energize your spirit. It's important we take worthy of this note, energizing spirit. The best form of strength anyone can have is spiritual strength, because the spiritual controls the physical. Until we are spiritually sound, we might not have sound health. It all boils down to the fact that you must be spiritually sound. That's very important. I have a Bible reference to back that up. Proverbs chapter 17, verse 22. It says, and I quote, "A merry heart doeth good to the body, like medicine, while a contrite spirit drieth the bone." It is your job, it is your duty to ensure and make sure that your spirit are in good shape. Your spirit is in the right state of positivity at all points in time. At no point in time should your spirit be caught unhealthy, until you make it as a point of duty to always feed your spirit with the right resources. That is when it becomes a yielding fruit to you. If you allow your mind to be occupied by the adversity, by the negative aspect of this pandemic, by the negative aspect of the things that have beclouded man, lack of finance, lack of ambition, unclarity of purpose, and the rest of them, if you allow your heart to be beclouded with all this, you become strangely paralyzed. So make it as a point of duty to always feed your mind. That's why this video is coming to you. This video is one of the resources that you need to make your mind building your mind. Little wonder the Bible says that you should watch your heart with all diligence, for out of it comes the issue of life. Make it as a point of duty to stand at the gate of your mind, to allow nothing else but the positive vibe, and throw away the things that suck your spirit dry. Very important. Do away with them. It could be friends, it could be programs that are not really positive. Point number 4, choose to believe. Choose to see the positive side of everything that happens to you. Choose to say it's your job to do that. No one else can do that for you. It's your job to do. Until you become uncomfortable with the status quo, with the routine that's not giving you joy in terms of work ethics, in terms of managing your home, your family, your friends, until you change the status quo, nothing gets changed for you. So decide to see it as a self-assessment time, that the pandemic is a time you should consciously assess how far and how well and how best you can possibly make an improvement when it comes to building your mind and your career. Now, the next one I want to leave you with, which is the last point in this broadcast, is don't quit. Never you quit. It is very essential to know that despite this pandemic, you shouldn't quit. And I want to tell you that giving up is not an option. Let it be that you put up a disposition that you say to life, no matter what life offers to you, no matter how bad and ugly the situation becomes, that you are strong enough to withstand the wiring winds that toast people up and down, toast them out of proportion. Let it be that you are saying to yourself part time, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Let it be that you kept saying a good word and a positive mindset or mind-blowing words that depict bravery, that depict healthy self-esteem, that depict courage. Remember, courage is not the absence of fear. It is acting in spite of fear. Though the situation might look so dark, might look so dim, might look so ugly, might look so unpalatable, know that you are much more better and stronger than it. Until you face your fear, you would not understand that fear itself has fear. So tell yourself that the situation have not come to destroy you, it have only come to build you, and you are not going to quit. I'm not going to quit. Keep saying it until it naturally becomes part of you. In the road to life, those who commit suicide and give up on their life so easily are cowards. That's how I term it. Put it as you are not going to be a coward who reject and turn back from your fighting. We are fighting every day, fighting to make the best choice, fighting to live our dream to its fullness, fighting so hard to live a good life, fighting so hard to live a fulfilling destiny. This is our fight every day, and you can't afford to tell life that you are not good enough. You are. I know you are, because I'm telling you from an experience. There's no one that is above having suicidal thoughts. Yes, there's no one. If the mind is not well managed and well fed and cared for, it has the tendency of thinking all manner of things that is unwholesome. Giving up is not the best option. Even in the midst of hardship, it is not the best option. Quitters are not winners, and winners are those who never quit. Decide not to quit no matter the challenge. Decide not to quit. You are more than a conqueror. For you to have lived the years you have lived up to this moment, despite your age, it could be 18, 20, 50, 40, no matter your age bracket, you have been strong all this while. You have fought many battles all this while. You've been living a life full of strength all this while. You've come too far to give up. You have come too far to give up. Let giving fear a chance be at the lowest minimum. You have come too far to give up. So give it as a point of duty to feed your mind with courageous words that you have come too far to give up, and centers your mind on how best to creatively carve your way into success. There are some people who are living in abundance despite the pandemic. Stand at the gate of your heart and tell yourself you are not going to give up no matter what. I strongly believe in you, and I believe that God believed in you the most. Maximize opportunity. Decide to see the good in the pandemic. Decide to see the good in every hardship. What I'm saying is, no matter the challenge now, don't give up. Don't give up. Many have faced turbulent time and have survived. You are more than a conqueror. You are stronger. You are equal to the task, because God can never send to us what is more than us. Have you ever wondered why is it that poor people or people who are not financially buoyant are not always having big disease, so to say, that we require that they go to Dubai to do surgery? Have you thought of that? It is because God have always not allowed the challenge or health challenge that is more than you to come to you. I'm so glad I've shared some vital things with you in this broadcast. Don't forget, this is Get Inspired with Ugu Samuel, the artist. Remember today I just shared with you ways to turn your potential into success. Remember what I said before? Potential is something inherent within you. Potential, it's all about your deposit. Your potential could be your life experience. No matter what the potential is, know that you can use it to build a success structure for yourself. Take ownership. Take ownership of your life. And I made use of Kentucky Fried Chicken by Colonel Harland Sanders. Second point, know yourself. Know the area you have strength in. Very important. Third point is energize your spirit. Energize your spirit. When your spirit is healthy, your activities become healthy, your actions become healthy. Fourth, choose to believe. Believe that all things will work together for good whenever you believe. The fifth point, which is the last, is don't quit. Quitters are not winners, and winners are those who fail to quit. So stay strong, stay safe, and in the end, you'll be glad you did. It's your favorite program, Get Inspired with Ugwu Samuel the Artist. It's an awesome time with you. Make the rest of your life the best of your life. See you in the next broadcast. Love you.